Okay, this is going to be the Cliff Notes call summary for Q1 from Tesla. The main take home from here is Robo fleet will be Airbnb plus Uber. 7 million Tesla and private Tesla cars worldwide. Driving and collecting data. Further training FSD. Eventually this will be a network of 100 million BEVs. Here's what we got if you listen to the call. Musk is all in on full self-driving and robotaxi. He said, if you do not believe we can do full self-driving and by default robotaxi, you should not own Tesla stock. I have, in my opinion, using a inkjet printer model. The car's the printer, and full self-driving robotaxi is the ink. So it's no longer about the car. It's about the software. Software as a service, recurring revenue, so forth. The Robo, we explained, the robotaxi will be a hybrid fleet. It'll be private and Tesla-owned Tesla cars. So they could really launch this very quickly. The private cars could launch almost immediately. And this could be followed by Tesla-owned robo-taxis without steering wheels. Private cars are private owners who want to dedicate their car to the fleet. He said you could limit who you want to use it, when it's used, so on and so forth. So the question is, how quickly can they launch it? With private cars, all they need is the software. Now, as far as the manufacturing, we'll use present manufacturing line for Robotaxi and Model 2 to limit the capital expenditure. Again, technically, perhaps they can start the Robotaxi fleet using private cars almost immediately as soon as the software is ready. Anyway, Musk's on board with BEV manufacturing. He hyped full self-driving and robotaxi almost exclusively, not Model 2. Okay, so if you're looking for Model 2, not Model 2. He's working right now on one OEM deal to license full self-driving. Now, that's licensing to another OEM. Will he license the robotaxi? And is this Ford? He seems to be enamored of Ford, and that would be my guess. Elon immediately basically admitted BEV adoption rate is under pressure globally. And I'm going to show a chart of this. It may come up now. In the United States, and I keep going over this, under present technology, under battery tech, range, so forth, only 40% of households can feasibly own a BEV because they have home charging. So 60% of households cannot basically own a BEV. Let's just simplify everything like that. My calculations say 1/2 of this TAM, and we're going to limit the TAM. Anyway, the point is, Tesla has garnered half of the existing TAM for BEVs in America right now. They're at peak Tesla. Okay, so they've skimmed all the cream off the milk. The other half are going to be tougher. These are going to be tougher sales. And Musk said repeatedly that at the right price, the right product will sell. So that indicates pricing. He's going to go after the rest of this market. And with private fleet members, private robo-taxis included in the fleet, if this sector is limited, let's use the USA as our working area, then it's not going to matter because they're going to be in production on the robo-taxi using the unboxed method. On Optimus, maybe next year there'll be a release. He was really soft selling Optimus. It's on the back burner for now. And I think he addressed this to his critics. You will not understand robotaxi unless you have used full self-driving version 12.x. So he's telling people that are criticizing that, you have to experience it. And I thought this was very interesting, and I paraphrased this. We have even more advanced full self-driving models running privately right now. So the FSD Tesla has released to the public is not the most advanced model they have. They have more advanced models running privately. Again, this was a very telling remark. He was asked specifically during question and answer about the 25K Tesla BEV. Totally blew the guy off. His answer was, you should think of Tesla in terms of actualizing full self-driving. Okay, there you go. He made a point of saying full self-driving will not be transferable in the future. So it goes with the car, I guess. And he and the presenter also said, Tesla is an AI and robotics company, and full self-driving, along with the Tesla Model 3, for example, or the robotaxi, is a combination of AI and robotics. I believe that's what they're talking about. In other words, not an auto company. And what he was telling these guys is, don't use auto company metrics, don't look at it as an auto company. It's not an auto company. So the ultimate goal and the definition of Tesla is an AI and robotics company. Now, he was asked about his compensation package, and I'm paraphrasing this. Now, there's some question about him not getting it. There's a question about him gaining 25% control of the company, which he feels he needs. And he said if he doesn't get that through a contract, they may do a stock buyback for him to get that. But they asked him theoretically, if you leave, what will happen? And I'm paraphrasing this. Musk said if he leaves, full self-driving will complete on its own, that it has enough momentum, and it's at the point now where it wouldn't matter if he was there or not. So obviously this system is much closer than anyone thinks. But he said full self-driving would complete, and he didn't say it exactly this way, but basically said nothing else will. Okay, so no Optimus, no Model 2, the energy and everything else is going to fall apart. And I agree with this. I've done some headhunting in the past, and if you could find the right CEO, which is doubtful, this is like Jobs being replaced at Apple. I mean, I think it would take you probably 2 years to reorganize, restructure the company, restructure the reporting, to even get a new CEO oriented. Could you use an insider from Tesla? Possibly, but Musk is a dominant male. I doubt very much if he has dominant males working under him. And to close out, what Musk and the presenter both said, Q1 24 is full of black swans. Okay? You had the Hertz debacle with them dumping all the cars, deflating the BEV market and the used market, fires in Germany, protests, supply line, near war in Israel, blah, 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 blah. They said these are black swans. Okay? These are all things that are very unlikely to occur in Q2. Things will be back to normal in Q2, and their operations and sales and so forth will be much better. So Q1 24 was full of black swans. So that's it. Very clear call in my mind. All in on full self-driving and robotaxi. It's coming, I think, quicker than anyone can imagine. And we'll see. I am confident, and I think this is one way to get around the adoption rate of BEVs and to get BEVs into the economy and into the ecology and so forth. And it's a recurring revenue stream. It's software as a service. I mean, it is, the car industry itself, when you look at the big three OEMs, it's a disaster. And it's not even an industry I think anybody would want to enter. I mean, they believe me, it's set up to defeat anyone that might try to come in. But anyway, I don't want to get on a screed there. That's it. The call, in my mind, basically said, if you don't like the idea of a robo-taxi and full self-driving, you better sell your Tesla. And, okay, this is MXUX. I thought it was a very good call. I thought Musk was reserved. I thought he could have snapped a few times. He had some quite insulting questions, and some doubters, obviously, in the gallery, in the peanut gallery there. I thought the performance was somber and good. Specifically, he was asked, when are you going to pay attention to Tesla and not X and everything else you're doing? And what Musk said was, look, I'm the one that made Tesla prosperous. It's prosperous right now. It's going to be prosperous in the future. Anyway, this is MXUX. I hope you like the summary. I thought it was a good call, very encouraging. Good luck in the market.